Hi there, my name is Samantha Martin. I'm applying for a freelance position with Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is my model, Christian. Today we're going to be doing a bronzy eye look with a pop of color and some glowy skin. So we're just going to get started. Hi Christian, my name is Samantha. How are you?
Samantha, I'm good. How are you?
Good. So what's our occasion tonight?
So we're doing a little date night tonight, so I just wanted to look a little extra glam for
Perfect.
that.
So what do you normally do with your makeup?
I just do foundation, concealer, and maybe one eyeshadow color on the lid.
Okay. So since we already have the skin prepped, I'm just going to go in. We did half your face already, so I'm going to go in on the other side and do the rest.
Okay.
So do you struggle with anything with makeup or?
Mostly brows and eyeshadow.
Brows and eyeshadow. So I'm going to focus on those two things today and really teach you how to do those two things so when you get home you can feel comfortable incorporating it into your routine.
Okay.
Or you don't have to do it every day, but just when you want to look extra special, like for an occasion like tonight.
Okay.
And what's your skin type?
I'm combination.
Combination? Perfect. So the foundation I'm going with is a nice natural finish, so it's going to be great for combination skin. And then later we're going to powder your T-zone just to help control any oil. So we're going to be using mostly Anastasia products. Have you heard of them before?
I've heard of them, yeah.
Do you own any other products at home?
Currently no.
No? Okay, awesome. So you're going to get a really good introduction to the brand, so I'm super excited about that. I'm just going to give you this mirror to hold on to. There you are.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Apply some concealer. And then we'll get started on the eyes and the brows. So since you struggle with your brows, Anastasia is really the perfect brand for you to learn with because Anastasia, that's actually one of her stars of her show for her brand. So her eyebrow products are really, really easy to use and they're really, really versatile as well.
Okay.
Look up for me. Perfect. With your concealer, I'm using a little bit of a lighter shade underneath the eye. I also applied it in the T-zone earlier. This just helps give your face more dimension and kind of brightens up your under eye area. Just going back in with the foundation brush just to help blend any harsh edges. And then we're going to set it with a translucent powder. I'm just patting it into the skin, not to disturb any underneath, and I want to still keep that coverage. Perfect. All right, so let's learn some brow. So the product I'm going to use on you is a medium brown brow wiz from Anastasia. So it comes with a little spoolie end to help blend and comb through your brows, and then this sharp little tip pencil here. So I'm going to just focus on combing up your brow so we're really able to see the shape of the brow. I'm going to start measuring the brow using a technique called golden ratio. So we're going to start right at the side of the nose, and that is going to be where our brow is going to start. Now you see how your hair already starts there, so I'm not going to make a mark there to begin with since you already have a perfect shape at the front center there. So now for the end of the brow, I'm going to go from the tip of the nose to the corner of the eye and make a little tick there. That's going to be where our brow is going to end. So this measuring technique is perfect for your face proportion. So it's going to be perfect every time. So you can do this technique the same at home, and you're going to be able to get the perfect brow for your shape. Now for the arch, I'm going to go through the nostril, through the pupil of the eye, and that's going to be where our arch is going to end up there. So if you've noticed on your brow, I'm mainly focusing on the end of the brow here to help fill that in to be proportionate for your face shape. So I'm gonna go in with light strokes just on the top here. And I'm combing down the brow hair and doing the same strokes as the growth of the hair. So you see at the top of the brow how your hair goes down. I'm just doing downward strokes. And this technique is called micro stroking. So it's gonna kind of mimic the look of your brow hair. And then every few strokes, I'm just blending it in with the spoolie brush. Turn face straight for me, perfect. How do you feel about the measuring technique that I showed you?
Oh, it's pretty nice. I like the shape. It looks really beautiful.
Good, awesome. All right, perfect. So I'm gonna go in with our Base One Pro Pencil underneath your brow just to clean it up. This is one of my favorite products, just keep looking down, from Anastasia, because you can use it for multiple ways and it will also clean up your brow like a concealer would. But if it gets in your brow hair, it doesn't ruin the brow. You can just kind of comb it through. And you can also use it around your lip line.
Looks really nice.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna draw a line underneath the brow there. And a little bit where we made our ticks. And close your eyes. I'm gonna use it all over the eye as an eyeshadow primer as well. Just gonna comb it through. Focus on highlighting the brow before we blend it out. And so your hair is in place with a clear brow gel. Perfect.
That's a beautiful brow.
Let's blend that out. Just taking a flat brush. And just blending it out in the eye for our eyeshadow. Turn this side for me a little bit. Perfect. Awesome. How do you feel about the brows?
Looks amazing. I love it.
Good, awesome. So I'll make sure to send you home with those products today. That way you can learn how to recreate it at home. You can use that that Brow Wiz as the measuring techniques like I showed you.
Oh wow, cool. Thank you.
Let me just clean off my brush here. All right, so now let's start with the eyeshadow. Excited for this part. So we're going to be using the Riviera palette from Anastasia. So you see how it has nice bright shades.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
But since we're creating a bronzy eye today, I'm going to go with mostly of the neutrals and then the Papa Blue for color to make your eyes really pop. I'm going to be using this brush here. This is the Anastasia brush that comes with it. So since you already just do a little pop of color on your lid at home for your makeup, and not really too much with your finger, this brush is already included.
Okay.
So it's everything that you need inside, okay? I'm gonna start with the shade Coastline, and then dipping in with the blending part, and then just tapping off the excess on the mirror. And look down for me. I'm gonna put that in the crease of your eye. So do you know where your crease is?
This part right here?
Yeah, right in the hollow of your eye. I'm using back and forth blending motions and kind of like a windshield wiper. Open. Perfect. Now we're gonna go in with Palm, which is a little bit of a deeper chocolatey shade. And again, tapping off the excess. I'm gonna focus that right in the V outer corner. So right in the outer crease and right along the lash line. When we're working with darker colors, it's really easier to pack on the shade first in the area where you want it to place, where you want to place the color, and then blend it out. Do you have any questions so far, Christian?
So for the darker colors, you just go in a little bit lighter?
Yeah, so you're using a little bit of lighter pressure because it's easier to build up the intensity of the darker shades versus having too much and then all of a sudden you're focusing on blending it out and it has nowhere to go and then you got to start again.
Okay.
And open for me. And close. Just focusing on blending that out a little more. All right, perfect.
I like that.
Awesome. So you kind of see how the shape of the eyeshadow looks in it like a V?
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's really pretty.
So now we're going to put the lid shade on. So for the lid shade, we're actually going to use the highlighter. It's this really pretty gold shade. This is the So Hollywood Loose highlighter. And I'm using the packing brush, the little flat side that's on the end of the Anastasia brush here. And look down for me. I'm just going to pack that onto the lid.
Oh wow, that's gorgeous.
Isn't it pretty?
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful.
So you see you can use this on the eyes or on the face, or you could even mix it with a gloss, like a clear gloss.
It's very multi-purpose.
Exactly. And I'm going to go back in with my blending brush and just focus on mixing those two colors together. Open for me. Add a little bit more shimmer on this eye. Open. Perfect. All right, we're gonna add a little bit of liner. Have you used liner before?
A little bit.
Okay, so we're gonna be using a liquid liner. This one's waterproof. It's easiest to use your liner kind of on the side of the brush and stroke it on your eye versus the tip of the brush. And then holding it kind of on your cheek helps as well. So look down for me. Perfect. And close. And I'm just going to do a straight line. Just at the top, just to help define the eyes. Open and close. And open and look down. Perfect. Just gonna get right in that inner corner. Look down. Perfect. Awesome. You okay?
Yeah.
So now we're gonna go in with the complexion. I'm going to be using a little bit of bronzer, which is a nice neutral tone. So it's going to give you a little bit of contour as well. Now, Do you know where to contour or where to place your bronzer?
I kind of just put it like mixed into my cheeks a little bit.
Okay, so if you look in the mirror, I'm just focusing right in your cheekbone, right underneath kind of the hollow of your cheek. I'm using your ear as a guideline, okay? And I'm always just kind of going over the ear. This bronzer is super pigmented, so we only need a little bit. And this is just gonna bring more definition and shade to your face. Now, a contour shade would usually be more cool and a bronzer is very warm, but since I said this is more of a neutral tone, this is gonna kind of give both for your skin.
Okay, nice.
Focus a little bit on that nose. And I'm gonna blend some back on the forehead into your hairline. Now I'm applying more product on your forehead just because I want to shrink that area a little bit. So it's going to bring more shade to that area, helping your face look a little bit more proportionate.
Oh yeah.
Great for photos. Okay, now for our blush. I'm actually going to go back in with the Anastasia palette. And I'm going to be using a little bit of Bahamas and Monte Carlo. So Bahamas, that super bright pink shade. So I'm going to tap in a little bit of both. Tap off any excess on the mirror. See how bright and pigmented it is? We're going to go with a tiny, tiny bit of that. So smile for me. Just going to focus that right on the apple of the cheek, kind of using swirling motions. So we're doing a completely different makeup look than what you would normally do.
Oh yeah, but I absolutely love it.
Good.
Looks so good.
And
My date's gonna be impressed.
I'm taking a little bit of the bronzer blush and just tapping it over to just lighten up the blush a little bit. Perfect. So before we do our highlighter, I'm gonna go back in and just work on the bottom of the eye a little bit, okay?
Okay.
So I'm taking the same flat brush and I'm gonna go in with this blue shade here. This is what's really gonna make your eyes pop. Look up for me. Just focusing that on the bottom of the lash line. Look up. Oh, I think you got an eyelash in your eye. Look up for me. I'm going to dip in a little bit of coastline and just blend that out. And now I'm going to take a little bit of pop, look up for me, and work that in on the outer corner, just to kind of mimic what we did on the top, on the bottom as well. And then to make the inner corner pop, I'm going to go with Sales, that bright white shade, close for me. And then pop that on the inner corner. And look up. Perfect.
Oh yeah, I absolutely love that. Looks beautiful.
Good. Just fix a little bit of the liner on the outer portion here. Okay, so now it's going with the highlighter. We're using the same one that we used on the lid, the So Hollywood Loose highlight. And we're just using it at the top of the cheekbones to help bring out those cheekbones in your face.
Oh yeah, it looks gorgeous.
This one is super metallic. It's not even wet.
Wow, it's beautiful. I love it.
Me too. I think highlighter is something that you need to incorporate into your routine because it looks so good on you.
Thank you. Yeah, I love it.
Perfect. I love it.
Oh yeah, it looks really pretty.
Alright, before we move on to the lips, I'm just going to apply some mascara. I'm going to use a waterproof mascara. Look up for me. I'm going to do the bottom first. Look up. So this mascara has little fibers and then they attach to your natural lashes. It's gonna help make your lashes look nice and long without applying falsies. Look down for me. Just gonna grab and pull it through. How does that feel?
Feels good.
Good. You have such nice lashes. Wow.
Thank you.
Just enhancing what you already have. Perfect.
Oh wow, yeah. Looks beautiful.
And we're gonna clean up that little spongy. So if you get a little smudge like that, look up for me. You just wanna wait till it dries and then you can take your brush and, or a little Q-tip and then blend that out.
Oh, it came right up.
Yeah. Awesome. You see how that blue in the palette really makes your brown eyes pop?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, so for our final steps for the lips, I'm actually going to go in with the Brow Wiz that we use on your brows and use as a lip liner, and then a gloss to complement your highlight and the eye look. Perfect. So this, using a little bit of a darker color, is really going to make your lips look nice and plump. And you can use any of the Anastasia pencils as a lip liner. And the gloss we're using is the shade Sunscape, which has pretty gold flecks in it. Rub your lips together for me. Perfect. And one more time. All right, Christian, take a look.
Oh, I love that lip color.
Isn't it pretty?
It's gorgeous.
What do you think of the overall makeup?
It's beautiful. I can't wait to go on my date tonight.
Yeah, awesome. So I'm gonna send you home with the medium brow brows and the Face Pro like we talked about. And then also the Riviera palette too.
Okay.
I think you could really get a lot of versatility out of this and go out of your comfort zone. So I think it would be perfect for you.
I would love that.
Yeah. Is there anything else I can grab for you that we used today?
I would also love the highlighter.
The highlighter?
So beautiful.
Yeah, for sure. Let me grab those things. Thank you so much. It was so nice meeting
Thank
you.
you. Nice
Have
meeting
fun
you too.
tonight.